And welcome back to the Girly Girl Bookworm. So today I decided that I was going to do the book buying tag. Don't ask me who started it. Don't ask me where I saw it. I don't even remember. But I was looking for something that I wanted to do today for a video. Sorry, she's got like a catnip toy. I was looking for something to do for a video today because I have kind of hit a stump, what do you call it, a hit in the road where I don't know what I want to film. So I saw this tag and I decided it would be really fun to do. So let's get started. I might be clicking back and forth because many of you know I film on my MacBook and I don't like to waste paper, so I end up clicking back and forth between the the questions in the video. Whatever. You know what I mean. So the first question is, where do you buy your books from? Everywhere, I feel like lately. I used to buy mostly from the bookstores, like Borders, but obviously Borders is no more, and the closest Barnes& and Noble isn't that close to me. It's 20 minutes isn't that bad, but it's kind of out of the way. I don't really go in that direction too often, so I don't really shop there, plus it's cheaper online. So then I went through a phase of only buying books on barnesandnoble.com, but then that kind of got expensive. So then it's kind of like Amazon and Book Outlet now, mostly those two. But now that Amazon upped their shipping price to $35, I don't think that's gonna fly with me too much. And then, obviously, many of you know I'm addicted to my library bookstore, so I shop there too. Oh, and I went to a Savers recently, so I guess I buy books there too. I buy books everywhere. Everywhere. Do you ever pre-order books? And if you do, oh wait. If so, do you do this in store or online? And like I just said, the store is kind of far. So yes, I do pre-order sometimes. And if I do, it's usually online. I usually pre-order from Amazon, mostly. On average, how many books do you buy a month? That really depends on if I'm letting myself go to the library or not. If I'm letting myself go to the library, it could be quite a few. But if not, lately it's been when I buy books, I've been buying them in bulk online. So, my one book haul, I had 22 books, another one was 15. So it varies from month to month, and I haven't bought any books this month. Go me. Do you use your local library? I used to when I was a kid. I used to go to the library every week with my mom. But then I just stopped going, and this year I've taken a few books from my library out, but mostly I just use my local library for their bookstore down in the basement, because that's cool. If so, how many books can you or do you borrow at a time? If I do borrow books, it's only one or two, I think, or three most. What is your opinion on library books? See, the reason why I don't borrow from the library is because I'm a book hoarder and I like to see my books. Not like you could see my books anyways because most of them are hidden right now. But I like to be able to see oh, look at all these books I've read. And then because I borrowed City of Bones from the library, but I need it for my collection too, but because I read it from the library, I feel guilty buying it because I'm not going to read it probably ever, but I need it for my collection. That's why I don't like borrowing books from the library, because I always feel the need that I need to have them personally in my collection forever. Number 7, how do you feel about charity shops / secondhand books? I used to be so against it. I used to be I need a new book. I don't want anything that anybody has ever touched before. But then last November, not last month, but a year ago, my library bookstore was having a half price sale, so I decided to go check it out. And ever since then, I've been okay with secondhand books, as long as they're in decent condition. If they're in the worst condition ever, obviously I won't buy them. Or if they're really, really broken spines or stuff, I'm very picky with my used books, but I do like used books now. And obviously, I just bought books from Savers, so I would consider that a charity shop, maybe. Number 8, do you keep your read and TBR pile together or on the same bookshelf, or no? I don't. I used to, but then I was scared that because from the past, I have books that I don't even remember if I read or not. And so I'm like, well, they're with the red books, so that just bothers me. So I'm always scared that like one of these little books is gonna get away, and I'm not gonna realize that I haven't read it yet because if it gets with the red books. So you might have heard me say this if you've been watching me for a while, I've got all my books that I've read in a window seat, and I currently have 5 boxes of books in my room that I haven't read yet. I've got 2 library book boxes. I've got a Goodreads giveaway book box. I've got my book outlet book box, and I've got my other ones that has like Books A Million books and stuff in there. I have a problem. Do you plan to read all the books that you own? I was just thinking about making a video about books that I'm never going to read. And there are a few that I don't think I will get to. I started The Phantom of the Opera a few months ago, and I read about a page and realized I don't think I'm going to ever get through this. I started The Son of a Witch by what's his name? Yeah, Gregory Maguire, because I have that one and the one that comes after that, but I don't know if I will ever read them. And then there's this other one, I think it says Let Me Eat Cake or something like that, and I bought it because I love the cover, and it was like $3, I think, back a long time ago at a Barnes & Noble, but I don't think that's going to happen either. So there's a few books that I don't think will ever get read, but all the other ones I plan to. What do you do with books that you own that you feel like you will never read or felt you did not enjoy? Even if I don't enjoy them, I keep them. The ones that I'm not sure if I'm going to read might get donated eventually. I'm going to see like if my mind gets changed, except the Let Me Eat Cake one because I bought it because it was a pretty cover, so I would probably keep it just for the cover. Have you ever donated books? A couple times, but they weren't like books that I actually paid for. I think they were like gifts of like somebody didn't want their books anymore, so I took it and then I donated them. So I don't know. It depends. Have you ever been on a book buying ban? Yes. I've put myself on lots of Project 10s, and right now I'm kind of on a like unintentional but intentional book buying ban right now, because Book Outlet has been like calling my name like, Nicole, buy, put this in your shopping cart. But I've been telling myself no. When I passed my test, I was ready to like place an order because that was going to be my reward to myself. But then I was like, you're going to be on vacation soon. You will probably leave before the books get here. So I've been like trying to tell myself no. Especially because like I said, I've got like a million books that I'm trying to read now. So I'm on a book buying ban right now, basically. Last question. Do you feel that you buy too many books? Yes and no. There's times where I'm like, yes, like I have 5 boxes of books in my room right now. But then I'm like, but I'm going to read them eventually. I mean, I've read 132 or 133 books this year. My goal was 50. So they will get read at some point in my life. So yeah. This is my book buying tag that I have no idea where it came from. But if you want to do this, I tag you. So you should totally do it and let me know if you did it, and I will watch it down below. And I will see you guys probably Friday. Yeah. Weekly wrap up. All right. Bye, everyone.